Today, we are going to study about unification of Italy. Last class, we studied about unification of Germany. Both had similarities. Like Germany, Italy too had a long history of political fragmentation. Fragmentation means Italy was divided into different parts. You can see here, this is the map of Italy and it is divided into different kingdoms, and these kingdoms, many of the kingdoms did not have any Italian origin. Many were like foreigners. Italians were scattered over several dynastic states as well as multinational Habsburg Empire. So it was divided into different kingdoms. Dynastic states means it was divided into different kingdoms, and some portions were under multinational Habsburg Empire. Last class again, one of the classes I have explained about Habsburg Empire. In Habsburg Empire, multinationalities were there: Italians, Germans, Austrians, Hungarians. So it was a multinational empire. Habsburg Empire did not have any kind of one ethnic domination. During the middle of 19th century, Italy was divided into 7 states: Papal, Kingdom of Lombardy, Kingdom of Illyria, Tuscany, Parma, Modena, Reggi, and Sardinia Piedmont. And of that one, Sardinia Piedmont was ruled by Italian princely house. So it had Italian origin, or it was directly under the control of Italian princely house, or Italian prince or Italian king was ruling there. So let us see where is Sardinia Piedmont. Here you can see Sardinia Piedmont. Okay, Sardinia Piedmont region. North was under the control of Austrian Habsburg. Northern portion of Italy was under the control of Habsburg Empire. Then Central was ruled by Pope. Central region, like the Papal state, was ruled by Pope. And southern regions were under the control of Bourbon kings of Spain. Southern portion were under the control of Bourbon kings of Spain, Bourbon dynasty. Even the Italian language had not acquired one common form and still had many regional and local variations. Italian language did not have a common accent, and it had a lot of variations, lot of regional and local variations. During 1930s, Giuseppe Mazzini, a revolutionary, tried for a unification. He tried for a unification. He put together a coherent program. Coherent program means tried to have a unified program for the unification. Okay, he tried to bring all the elements together. He also formed a secret society called Young Italy. The name of the revolutionary society formed by Giuseppe Mazzini was Young Italy. And why did he form Young Italy? He formed Young Italy, a secret society for Italian unification. Italy had a long years of fragmentation. It was under different kingdoms, and many people tried for its unification, and one of the persons who tried for the unification was Giuseppe Mazzini. Okay. But it failed. The failure of revolutionary uprisings in 1931 and 1948. In the year 1931, 1948, they tried for a revolutionary uprising, that is, revolutionaries came together. They tried for the unification of Italy. They tried to make an Italian nation, but completely failed because the other classes like monarchy or the conservative forces were not ready for such a unification, or were not supporting the revolutionaries. Now the responsibility for unification, responsibility of the unification of Italy fell into the hands of Sardinia Piedmont, and we learned that Sardinia Piedmont is under the control of, was under the control of Italian princely house. Okay, other parts were not under the Italian princely house. Only Sardinia Piedmont was under the control of Italian princely house. So they took the initiative. Under unification of Germany, we studied that the unification of Germany was undertaken by the leadership of under the leadership of Prussia. So here Sardinia Piedmont took the responsibility. That is conservative forces. Once again, revolutionaries failed and conservative forces tried for a unification because they understood that if we give chance to the revolutionaries, then they will control the countries of Europe. So conservative forces took the initiative for the unification. Okay. So Sardinia Piedmont, who ruled Sardinia Piedmont? Sardinia Piedmont was ruled by King Victor Emmanuel II. It was under the rule of King Victor Emmanuel II. He tried for the unification. In the eyes of the ruling elites of this region, elites means the well-off people, ruling class, the people who belong to the aristocracy ruling class. A unified Italy offered them the possibility of economic development and political dominance. So why they were interested in unification? They were interested in unification because they knew that if they stood together, there would be economic progress, economic growth, economic development. Okay, there will be unified taxation system, one currency, then different lot of, that is, if it is divided into different parts, then lot of laws, regulations, it will not be a uniform form of administration. So if there is no uniform form of administration, the economic development can be affected. But if they stand together, more progress, more prosperity, more growth in income. Now, Chief Minister of Sardinia, Piedmont Cavo, led the movement to unify the regions of Italy, was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat. He was not a revolutionary and democrat. He was a conservative force, or he was the part of conservative force. He was the minister in Sardinia, Piedmont of Victor Emmanuel II. And like many other wealthy and educated members of Italian elite, he spoke French much better than the Italian. So that is important because he had deliberations, or he conducted discussions with the French people or France. Okay, he conducted discussions with France and he needed the help from France for Italian unification. Okay. Through a tactful diplomatic alliance with, so he had an agreement with France. Okay, that is why it is written here that he spoke French much better than Italian. So that is why that sentence is being added here. That fact is being added here. So through tactful, through intelligence, diplomatic relations. Diplomacy means when you are having relationship with other countries. That is diplomacy. So through tactful, through intelligence, through brilliant agreement with France, Sardinia Piedmont succeeded in defeating Austrian forces. That is Habsburg Empire in 1859. So Habsburg Empire controlled the north. So he got help from France and Sardinia Piedmont became successful in defeating the Austrian forces. Apart from the regular troops, a large number of armed volunteers under the leadership of Giuseppe Garibaldi. Now, who is Giuseppe Garibaldi? He was a revolutionary actually. So though the unification process was started by the conservative elements, afterwards the revolutionaries also got interested and they also understood that they means the people under Giuseppe Garibaldi, they understood that Italy should be unified at any cost. So he started supporting Sardinia Piedmont. He joined the fray or joined the fight. So this is Garibaldi. In 1860, they marched into South Italy and Kingdom of Two Sicilies. So where is Kingdom of Two Sicilies? So you can see here Kingdom of Two Sicilies. Okay, Kingdom of Two Sicilies. This is Kingdom of Two Sicilies. That is in the southern region. Kingdom of Two Sicilies. So they marched into South Italy and Kingdom of Two Sicilies and succeeded in winning the support of local peasants. The people who were living there, they were offering support to Garibaldi. They told that we are ready to support you. And they overthrew the Spanish rulers. Okay, so Bourbon kings of Spain were ruling the southern region. Bourbon kings were ruling the southern region, and with the help of local peasants, Garibaldi was able to control or able to annex Kingdom of Two Sicilies to the rest of the empire. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed King of Unified Italy However, much of the Italian population at that time, majority of the people were illiterate. They don't know what is happening. They don't know about nationalism. They don't know about patriotism. They don't know about liberal movements, freedom, etc. But the peasant masses, that is especially in South Italy, the kingdom of two Sicilies, they supported Garibaldi. They never heard about Italy, that word, because they were unaware of nationalism. It was divided. Italy was divided into many parts. So they did not have a concept of Italy, and they never heard of Italia. Italia means Italy, Italia. And they believed that when they heard the term Italia, they believed that it is La Thalia, that is wife of Victor Emmanuel. They thought in that way. Maybe they are talking about a wife of Victor Emmanuel. Okay, so Italy was divided into different states. North was under the control of Habsburg Empire, middle region, central region under the control of Pope, and southern region under the control of Spain. So first of all, the revolutionaries tried for a unification. They failed. Then Sardinia Piedmont, which was under the control of Italian princely house, they took the initiative of unification, and they were helped by another revolutionary, Garibaldi, Giuseppe Garibaldi. He supported them, or he helped in unification. And why they needed unification? Because with unification, economic development would be high, and conservative forces will be able to dominate the country, or will be able to control the country. And Chief Minister Cavour also tried his level best for the unification, and he was not a revolutionary or a democrat. And how he helped? He knew French, and he was successful in getting the support from the French people. Okay, and they defeated the Habsburg Empire Austrian forces in 1851. And finally, South Italy also came under the control of Garibaldi. Giuseppe Garibaldi, local peasants helped them, and finally, in the year 1861, Victor Emmanuel was declared as the king of unified Italy. Hopefully, you understood unification of Italy. Thank you so much. Kindly like, share, and subscribe my video.